this video is gonna be a sprinkle after Christmas. If I would have added it to our Christmas video vlog, yeah, it would have been too long. So it's gonna be a couple of different videos while I'm here at my mom's house. My little sister's in the back. She wants to take a break. We made lasagna, so please check out the video. I'm gonna link it in the description below so you can see us. Just see how Christmas morning started, and then just go from there. So I have, I'm gonna link the TikTok of the Messy Eats, and this, I'll be using this cookbook right here. It's volume 4. I have used it to make some stuffed salmon. I did a TikTok story, but I didn't do a TikTok post when I made it. And I think I made it like twice so far now, and it was so good. So when I saw the salmon rolls, I was like, oh, I gotta try that since we're doing like an Italian themed Christmas. So I'm gonna take you guys on that journey with me, and we're gonna make it together because this is my first time and I know how to follow instructions. So it shouldn't be that hard. The noodles are already right there ready because we made lasagna, so I don't have to worry about that, but I gotta prep everything else. All right, y'all, while Lainey makes that or finish washing the dishes, we have, and we're waiting on the onion. We're waiting on the oven to preheat while for the lasagna. For the other video, don't forget, go watch that video if you have not. I have my instructions, so I was recipes, so I was reading over them. I probably have more than enough Alfredo sauce because it says you only need 1, but I am going to try to make more than, because this makes, how many rolls? Let me see. I think 4 to 5 it said. Okay, let me see, y'all. Yeah, it makes 4 to 5. So I'm gonna try to make 6 to 8 because we had lasagna's noodles left over. I know y'all probably can't see my face. Y'all probably like, girl. So I'm going to, it says to put it in the bottom, just like you do with the lasagna, so that it doesn't stick. So I have the artesian 4 cheese one and then home style Alfredo. We like this size, and then the Bertolli's, I'm probably saying that so wrong. So we'll save that to the side. It says you only needed 1. I'm probably gonna put a little bit more just so it can be. I'll put this one. Yeah, since we really only need 1, I'm gonna use as much as I need to so it can kind of be saturated in the bottom. So I'm gonna make sure this whole bottom is covered, and then we're gonna sit this to the side. So yeah, she's almost done washing the dishes, and then I'll be able to wash the salmon. All right, be back. Okay, y'all, so I'm still working on my angles, but as long as you see what I'm doing. So Lainey's still washing dishes, but I'm gonna go ahead and make the cheese mixture. Ooh. You probably just have to let that one soak. We don't need that one. So let that water out and then just let that soak. We're gonna let that sit in the sink. Okay, yeah, so she won't be scraping and scratching. Because some people don't like that sound. All right, so I was looking at the ingredients, and the one that goes in the mixture is the Parmesan and mozzarella cheese, so that stays to the side. Now I'm going to, you only need a 1/2 cup of cheddar. I lied. You need 1.5 cups of cheddar cheese, but we have medium cheddar cheese and Colby Jack cheese. So it's still a little left over. Now, I do not know how much of cheese this is as far as measurements, but I'm going to mix both of these in this plasticware right here. So that is clean. I'm going to mix both of these in the, oh shoot, blooper. This was my favorite cereal bowl, y'all. But my mama still got it. So So in this bowl, I'm going to mix these cheeses and put it off to the side because these are the ones that go on the rolls. So I don't know, like I said, but for the normal recipe, you need 1.5 cups of mixed cheese. So this is probably more than enough, but like I said, I'm doing it a little bit over because it makes 4 to 5 rolls, but I'm probably gonna try to make 8. So I want to like Kobe Jack and then medium cheddar. So I'm gonna put this off to the side while I'm creating my station. So she done now. So now for real, I'm about to wash the salmon. Okay, y'all. So our water gets really hot. So I let it run across the back of this where the skin was, and it came off so easy. So I have my salmon here, and I put it in an aluminum foil pan so I can just, for easy cleanup, just throw it away after. And I pat it dry with a paper towel. I washed it, patted it dry. And so I'm gonna season it with the garlic powder, Tony Citrus, Old Bay. I'm not gonna use the parsley yet, and a little bit of the Sazon. So that's what you will see next. P.S. My hands are already washed, and I'm gonna wash them real good after. Okay, so don't worry about that. Okay, so I'm gonna speed this next part off. I just had to put up that disclaimer. So I found a little bitty bone in here, but I'm going to wash my hands and put this off to the side, and then we're going to make the other spinach mixture and follow those directions. But it is fully covered in the seasoning. We're going to put this off to the side while we make the other mixture. We'll be back. Okay, guys, so y'all just gonna mainly see my hands. That's okay, that's all y'all need to see anyway until we get another angle. So the recipe calls for cream cheese and, Lady, can I get a spoon? I'm sorry, I should have my utensils together. But it calls for the cream cheese mixture and the spinach, right? But on here it says to add the 1 cup of spinach and then a splash of water for 2 minutes in the microwave or till it softens. Thank you for my spoon. Don't forget we already washed this shit. So I know it says 1 cup, but spinach cooks down really fast. Really, you think you put this whole bag in there, you might have like a little bit. Oh, I wish I could find that TikTok and maybe put it like right there. If I can't, it's one where they show you putting a whole bunch of spinach and then it's like a little bitty portion size to eat. But it says 1 cup for 2 minutes with a splash of water. So since I am making more, I'm just gonna do this. And I am gonna break it up, y'all. I'm gonna do 2 cups since I'm trying to make a nice little size of, and then I'm gonna use the rest of this and make an omelet in the morning. Put that up for me. Thank you. I'm gonna break these up. My hands are clean. Wait a minute. This is some Alfredo sauce left off of this. Don't think it's nothing nasty, y'all. It's from this top. It's still Alfredo sauce on there. So I'm just gonna wipe the back of my hand. I did wash my hands before touching this. You know, don't come for me in the comments. Okay, so I'm gonna break this up. It doesn't say to break it up, but I just prefer to. And it said a splash of water. So I'm gonna get a splash of water and put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. BRB. Okay, so this is what I meant. Like, it looks so full, y'all, but I don't think this is enough spinach. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some more. So I put it in there for 2 minutes and it is soft. So we're gonna go ahead and make some more spinach. So That was funny. So yes, let's make a little bit more. Okay, give me another bowl like this. As you can see, it did soften up. So let me grab another bowl. Okay, this is the whole set, but this will work. Can I have this spinach, please? My lovely assistant is really, and she hungry. I know I'm hungry too. The lasagna is in there. Y'all should have started this early. Y'all didn't have to wait on me. Girl, whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna put another handful, y'all. Because I just want it to be enough for the rolls. And this will be enough to make us a little, this will be enough to make us a little bit of omelet or something in the morning. Here you go. You know how when people get hangry, I think she's a little hangry. Excuse her. I told y'all this channel is gonna be real authentic as possible in real life. People get hangry, but guess what this is teaching you? A fruit of the spirit. To be patient. We ain't want no raw food, salmonella poison, all that stuff. We don't want all that. So I'm gonna put a splash of water, put this in the microwave for 2 minutes, okay? Okay guys, so this made a little bit more. So I'm going to pour this in here with the other spinach. So yeah, you can kind of eyeball it. Y'all know how we do in the kitchen. And I am like I'm not like a chef or nothing. So I'm not like a chef or nothing. So this is what you're gonna get. So the next step says that you are supposed to, in an empty bowl, mix together cream cheese, Parmesan cheese, mozzarella cheese, garlic seasoning, onion seasoning, garlic pepper, and minced garlic. So we normally use for the stuffed salmon, we use 8 ounces. And I got the block of 8 ounces, but cream cheese is cream cheese. This is a 12-ounce tub of cream cheese. So I'm going to use this whole thing because like I said, we're making more than 4 to 5. We're going to get however many we can get. Okay, so we got our spinach on the side. If it ever gets off the spoon, and it's not, I want to say it's okay. My hands are clean, so I'm just going to take it off with my hand. Okay, so we got our spinach. I hope these angles are good, guys. But here's our cream cheese. I'm just gonna put all of that in here. And it is room temperature. It is room temperature. Oh, Jesus. It is room temperature, so it is a little softer than normal. Now, the recipe says that you will need 1.5 cups of mozzarella cheese, but I'm going to do 2 cups, okay? So I'm gonna do 2 cups of mozzarella cheese. I'm probably making a mess, but I'm gonna clean up after. So that's 1 cup. Two cup. And this, I'm about to throw it in that other cheese mixture. Oh, what the heck. Now, it also says that you need 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. So since I need 1/2 cup, I'm gonna go ahead and use 1 cup, okay? And that's just about what we had left over from the lasagna, okay? So I'm gonna pour that in there. Now you do have to season this. I should have used a fork. I should have used a fork. I should have used a fork. Okay, so I'm gonna add some seasoning. I guess the more you mix, the more it melts. Oh, it's a little thick. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some Tony Chatrus. So how do you pronounce this? Somebody, let your girl know. Go ahead and add that in there. I'm going to add a little bit of this minced onion, just a little bit. because it said onion seasoning. And I'm not quite sure what they meant by that. I'm gonna use some garlic powder. And I'm gonna drop a shake of cayenne pepper in here for spice. I would have dropped some smoked paprika in there, but that's at my house. So just a little kick. All right, y'all. Now, you're supposed to add I'll add the minced garlic after this. Maybe once don't forget, my mom has plasticware right here. They are clean. I'm going to add the spinach. I don't want to put the water in there, so, because that splash of water. So I'm going to add the spinach. Like I said, y'all, I'm not a chef. Y'all is on this journey with me. I don't want to pour the water in here, so I'm trying to get these little babies. We'll leave them in there. All right, so we mixing that up in there. Okay, the heat from the spinach kind of loosen that cream cheese up. Okay, so the lasagna is done. Okay, be right back because I gotta take that out. All right, y'all, my assistant came back because she heard the oven beep for the lasagna. Whatever, so we're not gonna put it, in the other video I said I was gonna put it back in the oven with this, but I'm not, because mom said just let it sit. It's done. So it was in the, why am I talking about that in this video? Y'all, excuse me. Y'all already see the lasagna video. So while I was checking the lasagna, the cream cheese did soften some more. I think the heat from the spinach kind of softened it up. The only thing that I did not put in here was, I may put a few more shakes of the Creole seasoning in there, but I'm going to put, minced garlic. It does not give me a measurement to put, so I'm just going to use 2 tablespoons because garlic has like a potent taste, and I'm also, well, 2 tablespoons and over. Okay, just 2 tablespoons and a little few shakes that fell on my hand. And then the salmon, I'm cooking it in garlic butter, so I don't want it to like overpower it. Okay? Lane, put this in the refrigerator for me. Or let's leave it out for now. All right, so I'm gonna mix this up. See, it did soften. It was like a little bit more difficult to stir at first. So the cream cheese softened, the spinach just giving it that greenery. I really want to put parsley flakes in here, but I'm not. I'm gonna refrain because the parsley flakes just gonna sprinkle on the top. But I'm gonna put a little bit more of the Creole seasoning. I want to taste it, but and a little bit of garlic powder. And I'm gonna stir vigorously. I think it's all mixed in, honestly. It looked like it. Oh!
Very good.
Was it still recording? Oh my God. I'm gonna go back and see. It says 2 minutes, but it's showing low battery. So let me hurry up so I can make sure I finish this whole video. I hope it was recording. Oh my God. Okay, so yes, this is real soft. All right, so I'm gonna put this to the side. Don't forget, this is the fork I use for the spinach, so it is clean. We're gonna put that out to the side. Put it out to the side. I don't know, don't judge me. Okay, hopefully we make it through this video, but now we're going to sear the salmon, okay? So I have some Kerrygold garlic and herb butter. Shout out to my sister because she was making, ooh, maybe she'll want to do a cooking video one day. I don't know, let me see. Because she makes this shrimp and sauce. So that's how I found out about this garlic butter. But in a pan, what we're gonna use is, I'll say maybe like that much to put it at least in the bottom to go ahead and sear the salmon. Now we're not cooking it to where it's all the way done. I'm gonna put a little bit more. I don't want it to get stuck to the pan. But not until it's all the way done. Nah, this pot, so it's a little crooked, but it's okay. I want it to be real coated. I'm gonna leave this open down right here just in case. So I am left-handed, but it's just enough to sear it 2 to 3 minutes. No, 3 to 4 minutes on each side. So I'm gonna put the garlic butter in the bottom. Salmon does cook fast, but we don't want to cook it all the way because we don't want it to be dry. Now, part of me wants to melt some in, and I think I'm gonna follow my first mind. Now, this is a clean pan. My mama buys a whole bunch of aluminum pans during the holiday time, okay? I'm gonna put a little bit more because I do not want this to be dry, y'all. So, and then this other half, I'm gonna go ahead and melt it so I can pour it on the salmon also. My charger is in my suitcase. All right, yeah. So over here, I'm just gonna put the rest of this in here so I can just pour it. Now, don't judge me, y'all, because I'm really trying to get these angles. I'm still learning. And I just want this sprinkle of Christmas so y'all can see what I kind of do in the over the holidays. Last year's sprinkle of Christmas was kind of, last year's sprinkle of Christmas was good. It was my first time. Okay, I think this is good. It's coated. My suitcase back there. Put my charger in there because I hope my phone don't die, but it shouldn't. All right, so like I said, it's on low heat because we're just going to sear it. I'm gonna put the 2 big pieces first. Three minutes on each side. So let me speed this next part up. All right, so this is my melted garlic butter. I'm just gonna put a little bit because the salmon is not dry, but I'm just gonna put a little bit in there. The rest I'll probably put in the Alfredo sauce. But I'm just gonna break this up, like lightly break it up. I don't know if y'all could, y'all probably can't see. This ain't gonna work. Authentic as possible, right? Authentic as possible. So I see it is, okay, it's moist still. It's not dry. Now I see why you're not supposed to cook it all the way. Plus, it's going to cook in the oven when you bake it. So that's another reason why I wanted to add the garlic butter, because I don't want it to be dry, you know, even though I like my salmon like well done, honestly. Okay, so this made like a pan. Sprinkle cheese. You lay that out on your lasagna noodle, right? And then you take your cream cheese spinach mixture and you put it on there like so. I'm gonna use a little fork to mash it out a bit. Ooh. Okay, it's not quite working, but transparency. Now y'all don't judge me. This is my first time making this. I think I'm going to put on the next one, I'm going to put the mixture first, then the cheese. Even though it says put the cheese first, then the mixture, I think I'm going to put the mixture first, then the cheese. But the ingredients say cheese first, then mixture. But I think that I'm going to put the mixture first and then the cheese. Okay. Don't worry if it's not evenly distributed because... Alright, so I'm going to sprinkle the salmon. Okay. I think I'm getting somewhere. I'm going to sprinkle the salmon. Hopefully y'all can see this because I can't see. Okay, now I'm going to roll it up. Ooh. Okay, I'm rolling. I'm rolling! Yay! Okay, I'm getting somewhere, guys. Okay. Oh my God. A little salmon, that's okay. I'm putting another one. So this is what, ooh. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to put it in, oops. We'll use that for another one. Okay, we got one roll. I'm not gonna cover it because it didn't say cover it, so I just want to at least do that part right. I'll cover it after we cook it, but I forgot to sprinkle the parsley on the top for that greenerization going. You know, just go ahead and look at the flick of the wrist. Hey, flick of the wrist. Okay, flick of the wrist. Add that green color to that sprinkled cheese with the salmon rolls from that MessyEats. Hey. I know my sis is gonna love that little, you know, my sis gonna love that little musical tune there. I know she gonna drop a comment. Shout out to my girl, my sis G, be supporting your girl in the comments. And hopefully she gets to come and try it. So I'm gonna put this on the baking sheet and put it in the oven. I'll give y'all a clip of what it looks like in the oven. All right, I put it in the oven. I'm gonna turn it. It's already preheated, so I'm just gonna let that cook. And once it's done, I will show y'all the finishing touches or results or whatever. Oh, look at my Crocs. Ba-doom, 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 boom, boom, ba-doom, 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 boom. Okay, don't worry. Okay, y'all, we didn't even make it to the TV yet, but I have to come back. Y'all, like, no lie, this is good. Like, it's cheesy. I was worried about the salmon being dry. Peep this lasagna over here because she was hungry, y'all. I don't know if y'all heard in this video or the other video when she was hungry. Was it this one or the other one? If you didn't get a chance to see our other video, go see the lasagna one and like what we did Christmas Day. This is gonna be a whole different video. Either way it go, I'ma link it. They can see your plate, girl. But y'all, y'all,
Oh, it is.
I ain't even playing just because I made it. I'm telling you, I was thought it was nasty. But this right here. Dang, we should have had Frederica. That's my cousin. All right, y'all. I just have to come back and tell y'all. All right, I'll be back. Y'all, when the food's too good, and then it's a crack in the pipe, but you still ain't stop eating, but it's all right. About to make a happy plate. Okay, guys, I'm fat full. My sister came back. As you can tell, it was good. How was it? Good. She don't want to be on camera, but by her plate, it was. Did you have a whole one or a half one?
I had a half one.
Okay, yeah.
I already ate.
Because she already ate. But yeah, her plate is clean. Bon appetit. All right, y'all. We watching Sisters. I'm coming back, but got another person that said it was good.